Hello everyone, welcome to Civics Chapter 7 Markets Around Us. The topics which we will be covering in this particular chapter are weekly market, shops in the neighborhood, shopping complexes and malls, chain of markets, markets everywhere, and lastly, markets and equality. So, this is an interesting chapter. In this, we will be coming to know the different types of markets around us. Let's have an introduction. Markets are those places where traders set up shops and buyers exchange money for goods. It's a general definition, what we can say, that it is a place area where both the buyers as well as the sellers are involving over here. There are various types of markets where one buys goods according to one's needs. Goods are produced or manufactured at a different place and then they are transported to the wholesale market to be sold. Let's see what is meant by weekly market. A market that is set up once a week at a particular place in a locality or and on a specific day of the week is called a weekly market. It's a definition of weekly market. That means once in a week when it is being taken by a business person, that is known as weekly market. These markets don't have permanent shops or stalls. Thus, they sell goods on all 7 days at different places. Keep in mind, at different places, not at one place. Nextly, this is one of the picture which is showing you what you are seeing in the day-to-day life regarding the street markets. That is actually known as the weekly market. So, weekly markets are often known as heart in rural areas. Now, let's see what are the different advantages of weekly market. First, things sold are comparatively cheaper than those sold in a mall or a big shop. Many things like vegetables, fruits, clothes, utensils, artificial jewelry, grocery items, and many more that a family requires daily. Because there are many shops selling the same items, one can bargain and buy the best at a reasonable rate. Things are cheaper means of low rate in weekly markets, and the reason behind is that the permanent shops have to pay, means a contrast thing is there, that permanent shop have to pay rent, electricity bill and several other fees to the government. That's why their rates differ as compared to the weekly market shopkeepers. They also have to hire salesmen and saleswomen. In weekly market, shopkeepers store things at home. Family members help them in various works. Means in a weekly market, you are getting the benefit that your family members are with you because you are not in position to hire the salesman or the salesperson as compared to the big business class people. This is just another slide which is showing you that how in a weekly market people are sitting, means shopkeepers are sitting with their different items of the products to sale. Now let's see what are the shops known in the neighborhood. These are actually those shops which are located in the residential areas. These shops sell and provide goods and services in our neighborhoods. Shops that we find in our neighborhood are dairies, grocery shops, chemist shops, eateries, sweet shops, provision stores, mechanics shop, stationery shops, etc. So these are the different which we are seeing in our nearby areas. There are many advantages of shops that are functioning in the neighborhood. Let's see what are they. First, we can order our requirements on the telephone. Secondly, there is no need to pay whenever a thing is bought. A neighborhood shopkeeper maintains a register or account of customers. Then, thirdly, in a neighborhood shop, customers and shopkeepers are known to each other, they are familiar to each other. Now, let's see a different category. That means this is another type of market, that is shopping complexes and malls, and you are familiar with the shopping complexes. These are special markets having hundreds of shops in rows, often called shopping complexes. Globalization has brought in a new concept in marketing. The shops are air conditioned and sell both branded as well as non branded goods. The shops are well decorated and the counters are managed by smart salesmen, saleswomen. As you are familiar to see in your Jabalpur, you are having shopping complexes like Samdariya Mall is there, as well as South Avenue is also there, which is a good example which you are aware of going there and visiting the shops. Now, next, branded items are expensive in these malls because they carry a mark of a reputed company and are promoted by companies which incur huge expenses on advertising. Now, let's see a chain of market. Chain means they want to say that what is the different procedure, how we are having the interrelation with the wholesaler up to the retailer and then buyers. There is a long chain of markets in the process of getting the goods to be sold to the day to day buyer. The manufacturers or the producers first appoints wholesalers in different cities. These wholesalers sell the product to traders who further sell the goods to retailers. It is from these retailers that we buy our goods. Then it is from these retailers that we buy our goods. This process is adopted to save time and botheration at all ends. A manufacturer cannot sell his product to every shop in the city. Now, this is a type of flow chart in which they are telling you firstly the manufacturer, secondly is the wholesaler, means who is having lump sum product of one only category. Then next is trader, means the person who is the mediator from one part to the end other part. Then retailer who keeps the things of small things. And then lastly is the buyer, means we consumers, we go and take the particular product, we are the buyer. The trader who finally sells goods to the consumer is the retailer. This could be a trader in a weekly market, a hawker in the neighborhood, or a shop in a shopping complex. Now let's see markets everywhere. This is the last topic which we are going to cover. Markets are found to be everywhere. Buying and selling of goods is a continuous phenomena which everybody knows. Now, various ways and means are related towards how a market is everywhere. Like, firstly, direct buying means when you are going and purchasing directly, you are giving the money and taking the thing. Then, nextly, is order on phone. Third is through the internet, like you are having the Amazon or Flipkart, whatever different categories you are calling through the services. Then through representatives. So this is these are the categories with which we do shopping. Then market inequality. This is added part of the chapter in which we will be coming to know that is there any equality in the market area? No. We will say that it is having, means market area is having inequality in the sense that we can visualize very well that we are having the big business class people also and the weekly market people also who are not having that much of good money with them as compared to the permanent shopkeepers. So here it is written, we find that all around us trading is being done in one way or another, either directly or indirectly. But there is a whole lot of inequality both amongst buyers and the sellers. These are buyers who can buy a lot of costly items whenever they wish. Some buyers can afford to go to huge shopping malls to buy branded goods. Shopping is a hobby for them. These are the different categories which they are telling that what the buyers are. There are buyers who are always on the lookout for clearance sale and distress sale to buy at discounted hand. There are poor buyers who can just afford to buy from vendors who display their wares on pavements. Then great inequality also exists among shopkeepers or the traders or sellers. Shopkeepers in big malls earn a lot. Their profit margin is high as the items are costly and customers are rich. The poor shopkeepers' earnings are low. A seller who is not bothered to finish his stock may not bargain at all, whereas a poor trader would lower his selling price in order to clear his stock. So, a shopkeeper in a weekly market has low profit, obviously. A grocer is eager to sell his vegetables and fruits least. they start rotting. So lastly, they are stating a statement, money makes the mayor go. Means market don't provide equal opportunities to all. They create inequality in income and starts in and status in society at various levels. So one of the last topic which they have discussed regarding a story, that is Azadpur Mandi, which we have shown over here. It's a wholesale market in Delhi. So this completes the chapter, and just God bless you all. Thank you, children.